What's up, everybody? Penta had the most amazing debut I have ever seen in the WWE arena yesterday. We're also going to discuss Corey Graves' status within WWE. Also, AEW talent is glad that Malachi Black is gone from AEW. All this and more on this episode, so let's get into the news. Starting off with Penta El Cero Miedo's grand debut in the WWE. Can I just say that this man had the best ever debut besides maybe Santino Marella in the WWE. We had week after week after week of vignettes showing the rival of the best luchador that they can get their hands on for this match with Chad Gable. We get Penta El Cero Miedo, who has amazing fireworks, good pyro. But before he even shows up in the company, they put on his merch on WWEshop.com. He comes out, the crowd is going crazy. He puts on a great match. People are on their feet. You see his daughters in the front row crying. His wife is there. It's just a beautiful moment for a debut. After the match, he grabs the mic. He throws down a promo in English and in Spanish, just showing the passion that he has, even though he has the mask, the cowl. He has a ton of emotion that he can produce with the mask, his tongue, just everything about it was just magical. He delivers that crazy promo, shouts out the crowd in San Jose, shouts out the Netflix era, shouts out that this is now the Penta era. And I don't know if you were filled with as much emotion as I was, but I felt it. I felt the passion that he has for this business. Not only did he acknowledge that people are excited for him to be in the WWE ring, he also acknowledged that he himself has been waiting for this moment his entire life. And to me, it's a beautiful moment because I know everybody that most people, when they become professional wrestlers, their goal is the WWE. So it's amazing to finally see him achieve his childhood dream, right, of being a professional wrestler at the highest levels. There was a lot of praise thrown towards Penta from people online, even Chad Gable, who says via Twitter that he hates losing, he hates luchadors, but this moment reminded him as to why he fell in love with this art form, with professional wrestling, when he was a little kid. So it's just a beautiful moment and good times all around. And the start of the Penta era is now. There are some reports from PW Insider stating, though, that higher ups and some talent were upset over the segment length, that it went on too long. And according to PW Insider, some segments had to be cut short. Some matches had to be cut short. And I don't think I believe that report that well. Because, I mean, as we know, WWE Raw ended about like 2 hours and 30 minutes runtime. They didn't go the full 3 hours. I mean, they had time. It's Netflix. They can go out on as long as they want. Obviously, they have to plan out for advertisers and all that other stuff as well. But, I mean, let's say it went on for 3 minutes too long. I think it was good. It was a good promo. They let him go out there and speak his mind, and he hit it out of the ballpark. If he would have just gone out there and did nothing or just shit the bed, then I would understand. But no, the match was great. The promo was great. WWE comes out looking like a winner. Penta looks like a winner coming out of this. So nothing but praise. And I don't think I'd put too much behind those reports of PW Insider. Also, with this move to Netflix, WWE has done a quick shakeup with its announced teams. We do see on Monday Night Raw, it is now Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. And this has kind of demoted Corey Graves. I know me and Adrian touched on it a little bit during our live stream. But Corey Graves finally steps out and has some words to say via Twitter. And let me get to that quote for you. Imagine chasing your dream, then being told, not deciding, that you're no longer physically able to pursue your dream. Then you dedicate your life to something dream adjacent and being pretty fucking awesome at it. And then when it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, being told you're not famous enough for your own job, just in case you've wondered where I've been. He does follow up that tweet with a secondary tweet saying that he has a lot to say and he's going to speak his mind. To tune in today to WWE NXT. And guess what? I'm going to be tuning in because I want to see what is going to be going on. I have this strange feeling we're going to see Corey Graves versus Pat McAfee at WrestleMania. I don't know why. I just have this sensation that that's the match we're going to see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this Corey Graves really upset, or is this just a way to get a match on, or is this he's just really upset and wants to be on WWE TV on Netflix, enjoying the fruits of being the #1 commenter in the company? Something I forgot to touch on with Penta El Cero Miedo's debut within WWE, mention for Penta El Cero Miedo, is that how is Tony Khan going to react to just WWE, just the way they just portrayed Penta on WWE television? Honestly, I think this is going to be really bad for Phoenix. If he had the chance of possibly being out pretty soon, or Tony Khan was debating of releasing him just to finally be done with it, I think because of Penta, everybody going forward is not going to be allowed to have a contract out with AEW. If your contract is going to be up pretty soon and you were injured, they're going to add on that medical time, because AEW knows that they're making their former wrestling stars look like even bigger stars on Netflix, especially when these are talent that were completely misused and malused within the company. And I know what you're saying, Brian. They've been used very well. They're used former champions, but it's just how they were used recently towards the end of their tenure with the AEW just leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. I mean, even now, Rey Fenix is not being used within the company, and he's rumored to be there to early 2026, late 2025. I mean, that's a long time to be on the shelf, considering he's been on the shelf already for like the last 5 months. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think this means for future talent going forward, and what do you think this means for the status of Rey Fenix in AEW? And this next story is straight from the words of Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer Radio. He is stating that AEW talent are glad that Malachi Black is now gone from AEW. The issue seems to be not that he didn't have good matches. The issue is just that he did not want to be in the company, that after he just got it in his mind that he didn't want to be in AEW and he had his sights set in WWE, he just took losing very, 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 very badly. He wanted to be treated like a star and just wasn't treated like a star in the company at some point, that he had a trouble losing within the company. And this goes back to a couple reports, I mean, months ago, right? That the reports were that everybody in the House of Black, they don't want to lose, that if they want to be put in matches, they have to go over. They don't want to lose. And I think everybody knew that these three gentlemen, maybe including Julia Hart, were WWE bound, that they didn't want to be with the company. I mean, you can be built up so poorly. I mean, they clearly have the crowd behind them. The fans, they love House of Black, but they would just have this ceiling and were asked to put over just meaningless talent, and then they would be gone for months. So it's like, who understands what's going on? So according to Dave Meltzer, it's the talent blaming it on Malachi Black, that, you know, they didn't want to do business. That he just had his sights set in WWE, and that's the narrative that they're going to push. Eventually, we're going to get Malachi Black's side of the story as to what exactly happened in AEW. And the thing about that is, like, there's a lot of people that have a story coming out regarding their time in AEW, and it honestly seems like a lot of these people have stories. I mean, Mark Henry just had a story about him leaving the company. CM Punk even had brought out the famous jacket from beating up Jack Perry at All In. He wore the same jacket to WWE's Raw debut in Netflix. So it seems like a lot of these people, William Regal had a story about AEW. So it seems like a lot of issues are just running around backstage as to nobody really being in charge. So it seems like they're just trying to control their narrative from their point of view before he's even a free man and out and able to say stuff. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys happen to miss our live stream yesterday about Penta El Cero Miedo's debut, click this video right here to watch. It was amazing. We had such a great time. But thank you for watching Triggered Wrestling. Deuces.